Suede are so underrated, it is bloody ridiculous. Hey guys, and welcome to another new episode of The Gig Nerd. Today, we're going to be talking about Suede, who are the creators of one of my favourite albums of all time, Dogman Star. But Suede are not a nostalgia act, and the main reason that I'm making this video today is they have a new album coming out on the 5th of September. It's called Antidepressants, and to be honest, it's guaranteed to be great because Suede simply do not miss, and the singles dropped from it so far have been absolutely brilliant. I'm actually out of breath a little bit. Our Suede fans are getting a little bit fucking old. But it's safe to say that in the Gig Nerd's opinion, Suede are one of the best bands from the 90s that are still going today, making incredible albums. But their insanely varied career is definitely a tale of two chapters, and we're going to go into that a little bit today. There's three reasons for this video though. The first one is to maybe introduce some people into Suede and get them into this magnificent band that I truly think are underrated. The second one is to listen to that new fucking Antidepressants album. It's Tuesday in my world, it's coming out on Friday, so make sure you listen to it. And maybe hit that subscribe button. I need subscribers! I'm gonna stop yapping though, let's get into this Wild Ones and let's talk about Britpop's underrated legends. Now I keep saying Britpop, 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 but to be honest, Suede just happened to be a British band in the 90s. They really don't sound that much like Oasis, Blur, Pulp, and their other 90s contemporaries. Lumping them in as just some Britpop band is actually somewhat offensive, because Suede are so much more than that.
I dissociate myself from that very early on, though. As soon as I saw what I saw as becoming this kind of like laddish, jingoistic kind of cartoon happening, which became Britpop, I very quickly distanced Suede from that. And
but
we
did
went
did that make you sound a bit snobby when you dismissed
Probably.
Oasis as, what was it, the singing plumbers?
Well, that was I might have said that 25 years ago.
I think you
I'm not going to kind of sort of try and justify things I said a long time ago. I think did it make it look snobby? Probably. You can't. You make lots of mistakes along the way. I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? But all you do, you just go with your instincts. And I saw what was happening with Britpop, and for me it felt quite distasteful. It felt nationalistic. It felt like there was a sort of it's quite a strong thread of misogyny, and I didn't think Suede should be part of that.
One of my own personal favourite things about Suede, and one of the reasons I actually think that they've lasted so long, is they really don't rely on their earlier music and their earlier hits. That would be the easy thing to do. They're way more interested in the future and the magnificent albums they've crafted over the last decade and a half or so. After breaking up in 2003 and dropping what's probably their worst album, A New Morning, along with a ton of drama in the lead singer Brett Anderson's private life, I think a lot of people would have seen Suede as a fucking incredible band, but maybe one that didn't hit the heights that everyone expected them to. Fuck that, because since reuniting in 2010, Suede have dropped 5 incredible albums and nothing matters except the music now. Truly, the only thing that's important to Suede is their fucking incredible tunes, and they have loads of them. In the 90s, there was an argument to be made that Suede also incorporated fashion, drugs, and Britpop into their sound, whether they liked it or not. But since reuniting, all that has mattered is those fucking albums.
So how will your live shows be different then to what what Oasis are doing and Cast and everyone else?
They'll be different because they'll have songs that are written in 2025 rather than songs that are written in 1995. Yeah, that's how they'll be different. Obviously, we still play old songs because there's certain old hits that you just have to play. And to be honest, things like Animal Nitrate, Beautiful Ones, these kind of songs, they're great songs to get the audience going, and we use them as tools in the set. They kind of like they get the crowd rabid. And
yeah, they've done some anniversary tours. If you've got Dogman Star in your pocket, you fucking play it in full. But the reason that Suede are such an important and integral band is they're so much more concerned about the future than the past. Like I said at the start of the video, they are not a nostalgia act by any means. I love Pulp and I love their most recent album. I love Blur and I love the record that they did a few years ago. Oasis are probably my favourite band of all time. But what? They haven't dropped a record in 16 years since that point? Suede have dropped 5. And they've been 5 brilliant ones. They are not just going out playing stadiums and playing all their fucking hits, which they really could do. Okay, maybe I'm getting a little bit excited and a little bit ahead of myself. Suede probably couldn't play stadiums. In fact, they definitely couldn't. For some reason, they just didn't blow up in the same way that Pulp, Blur, and Oasis did. But I just love the fact that some of Suede's best music is later in their career.
So how do you feel about this Britpop revival this summer with all these huge gigs and lots of live music and, you know, and people enjoying themselves in a nostalgic way?
That's fine for them. With respect, it doesn't mean anything to me. Nostalgia has never meant anything to me. I'm never interested in what we did in the past. I'm interested in what we're doing in the future. With all due respect, that everyone has to get what they can out of these things, and that's absolutely fine. Totally respect that. For Suede, it's all about our next record. It's all about the latest thing we're doing. I love that about Suede. I love that sense of industry that we have. We work very hard. That's why we're sort of 10 albums in and still loving what we're doing, kind of thing. Nostalgia, yeah, fine. I'm proud of what we did in the 90s. Lots of other bands, they seem to just be going around in circles, doing the same thing that they did in the 90s. That's fine. Whatever. That's what they want to do. I don't have any criticism for that. I don't particularly want to do that.
I mean, do you?
To be fair, the unedited versions of the songs The Asphalt World, Stay Together, and the Wild Ones from Dogman Star, they're some of my favourite tracks of all time. And the fact that those unedited versions didn't get properly released until, I think, 30 years later is such a shame. That and those songs are Suede at their absolute most experimental. It's not for everyone, but I'm a weirdo. Those songs that I mentioned were all made with their original guitarist Bernard Butler, and I did originally want Bernard to return to the lineup, as I love Dogman Star so much, and he's the guitarist that played and wrote on most of that. But Suede did only do 2 records with Bernard, but again, those are the records that did launch and I guess made Suede.
It's rumoured that Suede's lead singer Brett Anderson and Bernard haven't spoken since Bernard walked out of their studio a year last February. Will Suede get by without him?
I look at you asking these silly questions about silly people and silly things. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure they will. Yeah.
They're writing their 3rd album. It's the first without you, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you miss being in Suede, I think?
What do you think? Would you?
I don't know the rest of it. I don't know the lifestyle, you see. I don't know.
Well, no. I'm very happy. Very happy. I've got cats now instead. They're all fun.
But we really do need to shout out Richard Oakes. He's the man that's toured with Suede and played on every single record for the last 30 years. Bernard has kind of become a little bit mythical. Richard, he's the man that's been there every day making those records and making those 5 brilliant ones that I keep mentioning from the last decade or so.
I decided to choose to carry the band on because I thought there was a spirit to the band that should survive beyond kind of like, you know, beyond just individuals' decisions, because I thought what we'd achieved, the songs we'd written, like the sense of what Suede was too important to let one person kill it off.
That importance is reflected by Suede becoming a 5-piece, with the 2 new members actively involved in writing songs.
The beauty of writing with Richard is that he hasn't got any preconceptions about how things should be done, because he's quite young. I'd just go into his house and hum a tune to him and bang my knees and go blah 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 blah, you know, and he'll work a guitar riff around it.
Although Suede played their part in helping to start the Britpop phenomenon, they're happy that their 18-month absence from the charts kept them away from the whole Britpop scene.
I think we're responsible for quite a lot of it, but I'm glad we kept out of it. Because I think like any scenes, it's got a sell-by date as soon as it starts, and it's starting to smell already.
When I was really young, I thought they were called Swede. You know that weird Christmas gack shit that you get on your fucking dinners? I actually thought they'd named their band Swede. But Suede, what an absolutely bloody brilliant band. I highly expect that if you're watching this video, you're already a massive fan of the band, just like I am. And thank you so much for watching. But if somehow you landed on this video in your algorithm, hit subscribe, hit subscribe, hit subscribe. But maybe you didn't know about Suede before clicking on this video, and if that's the case, please go and listen to all of their albums, from start to finish. You'll be insanely surprised, pleasantly surprised, how varied it is and how strong their insane output is. I love Suede. I'm going to say something you guys can hold me to. Dogman Star Top 10 albums ever made. One of my favourite records ever fucking made. I'm obsessed with that album, but I respect them for still going at it and for still smashing out classics. Go and listen to Suede. I'm ending the video there. Go and listen to him. Go and listen to him. Hit subscribe. Go and listen to him. Did you actually get to the end of this video? Jesus Christ, even I have a hard time finishing them and I bloody make them. Was I trying to be funny again?
You're not funny and nobody likes you.
This is the Gig Nerd asking you, did I make you laugh even once in this video?
No!
Did you find my video interesting at all?
Interesting.
Do you want to see more music content from me? Please say yes, I'm desperate, come on. If so, then please hit subscribe to my channel. It really does help, a lot more than you think. I'm just a newcomer trying to navigate this strange world of YouTube while trying to remain true to myself. But more than anything, I genuinely hope you enjoyed this video and maybe I was able to put a smile on your face.
Are you serious?
And I'm honestly sorry if I've insulted your favourite band. I probably didn't mean it. Well, actually, what am I talking about? I definitely meant it.
Tell them I hate them.
So hit that bloody subscribe button before I throw vinyls at you like that scene in Shaun of the Dead.
Okay, I'll die straight. Throw it. Oh, Stone Roses. No. Second Coming. I like it. Sade.
Take care, guys. Thank you as always for watching. I am eternally grateful. Thank you so much. Look after yourselves. Have a good one. Take care.